Hey everybody, Dr. Pancake Face here, and in this video we are going to be taking a look at the different shotgun shells that you can get for the shotguns in Payday 2. Now, when I mean different shotgun shells, I mean all of the ammunition that you can get, which barbecue, gauge, yeah, okay, so yeah, you get the base one that comes here, a couple of them from the gauge shotgun pack, and then this one from the barbecue. But you also have the one that comes stock. Now that is the Double-aught buckshot. That one has 12 pellets. This one is the Triple-aught buckshot. This one has 9 pellets. They're slightly bigger. They do a little bit more damage, but you also have less pellets. Then I'll be testing my favorite rounds, the Flechette rounds, just because they have a tight... From my experience, they tend to have a tighter grouping, plus they tend to stay tighter for longer. Then we have the AP slug, which is just a slug. So we'll be having some fun with the accuracy that you get with this. And then we have the special rounds. We got the HE rounds, which are the explosive rounds, and then we have the dragon's breath. Now, unfortunately, I tried this guy out at the safe house, and I can't set any of the targets in the shooting range on fire with this thing, but I can still shoot things with the non-flammable rounds, and you can sort of get a feel for, you know, what the dragon's breath is actually like. But yeah, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going into the safe house and shooting at different distances and kind of looking at the spread pattern that you get with the rounds, and you know, kind of trying to give you a feel of what the grouping is going to be like on the shells, what kind of accuracy you're going to be looking like. I don't have any skill points spent, so I don't have anything buffing my accuracy. I don't have anything buffing my stability, nothing buffing shotguns, nothing. As you can see down in the bottom left corner, unspent skill points, 120. I have literally no skill points spent. And I have a bone stock shotgun. Why not screw around with a breaker shotgun? That is the last one that came out with the biker pack, so, you know, let's have some fun with it. But anyways, why don't we jump on into the safe house and take a look at these shotgun rounds. Alright, so first off, we have the default ammo that comes in the shotgun, which is the Double-aught buck. We'll take a couple of shots here. Take a look at that spread pattern. Not too bad. We had a couple of spots, you know, here and there and here. Pretty big gaps in the spread. Take one more shot. See, we did hit exactly where we're aiming, but look at all of this vacancy right here. That is not good. If I was aiming just, you know, just to the right of my target, I would have completely missed him. How about we take one more shot right here? Yeah, I mean, pretty decent spread pattern, but at the same time, at the range that we're at, you know, I mean, if we go close range, like, you know, right here, obviously it's a lot tighter, as you can tell. We'll back up just a little bit, see if we can get a little bit more spread. But yeah, at close range, you're definitely gonna have good spread, but you're not always gonna be shooting people at close range. Sometimes they're gonna be a little bit further away, and as you can tell, pretty decent spread. I mean, look at that. That's a miss. That's a miss. You might have a couple of body shots, but no headshot. Yeah. So why don't we get some targets up here and take some shots. Now, as you can see, shooting from the hip, no problem whatsoever. Just to blast people.
When you return next time, I won't be here, but you can always press that button to play a pre-recorded message.
Yeah. Yep, not a problem at all. To be able to shoot the targets when they're at close range. But let me just get these targets down here, and let me show you something real quick. I love the way this thing reloads. Eh? There we go. Okay, so we got the targets down there. Why don't we back up just a little bit? Let's sit right here and let's see if we can take some shots. Now, if I aim directly at his head, obviously I'm gonna get a headshot. But watch this. Let me aim right to the right of his head. That's a miss. Aim just to the left. Oh, got him that time. What about this guy? Miss. Oh, got him. Yeah, I mean, look at that. If my aim is slightly off, which it's not always perfect when you're shooting and moving targets. You know, if my aim is just ever so slightly off, I'm getting misses. Let's move up just slightly. See what we're looking at here. Hit him. Hit him. Nice. Not bad. Yeah, so see, at this range, you don't really have to worry about it. Step a couple of feet back, and you start having to... Oh! That was a miss. Oh! That was a miss. And I'm out of rounds. But yeah, so you can see, you know, what kind of problems it might present if you're going for headshots. And let's say you're shooting and moving targets, and you might be slightly to one side or the other. With buckshot, you run the risk of, you know, not having a really tight grouping on your spread, and, you know, maybe missing the target that you're shooting at. So let me go grab the Triple-aught buckshot, and I'll be right back. All right, so Triple-aught buck. Now, compared to the Double-aught buck, we are doing 15 more damage. We have the exact same amount of shots. So, yeah, it kind of seems like a win-win. But you do have a few less pellets in the Triple-aught buck. Since the pellets are bigger, clearly they you know, you can't have as many in the round as you can with the Double-aught buck. But why don't we take a shot and look at that spread pattern? We got a pretty good one with that. I mean, essentially the silhouette. We do have a couple of ricochets. That's what these are on the side here. But yeah, essentially, right here we would have peppered whoever we were shooting at. Take a shot over here. Yeah, not too bad on the spread pattern on this. Now we did have, yeah, look at these ricochets out here on the edge. Clearly that was not me shooting. But yeah, we did have this right here, right underneath where I was shooting. It would have completely missed. Yeah, good lord, ricochet down there. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually getting pretty good spread patterns with this. I was testing it before, and oh, well, there's one. God, look at that. Huge cavity of just nothing. Yeah, when I was messing around with these rounds before, that's what I was getting a lot of. Like this is a pretty decent spread pattern. We do have a big miss right here. So if we were shooting somebody and we were just to the right of them, that would have been a miss. We would have gotten a body shot, but, you know, would not have gotten a headshot. So, targets. Always easy to just shoot from the hip at close range with a shotgun. Of course, though, you will see with the other rounds, especially the AP slug. God, look at that. I completely missed that guy. I'm like, what, maybe 10 feet away? That is nuts. But yeah, you can see what I'm talking about with these rounds. You can start to see what I'm talking about when I say spread pattern. Because like that guy right there, I shot from the hip. I should not have missed him. But I just completely missed him. Oh, but look at that. I got 2 kills with 1 shot. So that is what's really good about the spread pattern. Here we go. Now, we got some targets that are a little bit further away. Now, sitting right here, obviously if I aim at the head, I'm getting a headshot. But let's say they're moving and I'm just to the side of it. I got a headshot there. Not bad. Headshot there. Yeah, at this... Oh, now see there? I hit him in the chest. But I missed his head, which means now I got to shoot again. Got him. Got him. Yeah, so not very many problems at this range, which this is probably like, what, 15 feet? So let's back up a couple of feet. Let's say the person's a little bit further away. Because obviously you're not always going to be right next to the person. Now I got 2 body hits. Not enough to take him down though. Missed the headshot. Got him that time. Ooh, there we go. That hit. Missed that headshot. Got that one. Got that one. Nice. 2 kills with that shot. Yep, spread can definitely be a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing. So yeah, let me go grab the Flechette rounds, and I'll show you just what it can be like when you have a little bit better, closer grouping with your spread. That's just fun to shoot. Okay, Flechette rounds. So, as you're about to see, these things have a really good grouping when you fire them. They don't spread out nearly as much as like the Double-aught or the Triple-aught. They do have some outliers on the outside, but you're also firing a lot more projectiles. The Double-aught, I'm pretty sure, is 12 pellets, and I'm pretty sure the Triple-aught is 9 pellets. But I'm not entirely sure how many the Flechette rounds have. I'd have to go and look at the icon and count all the individual little little arrows or whatever comes out to know for sure. But as you can see, when I shoot, a pretty decent grouping. Yeah, like see right there, that's what I get a little bit more common. You get several of them in the middle, a couple of outliers on the outside. But it also stays tighter for longer than something like the Triple-aught buck and the Double-aught buck. Those tend to spread out a lot quicker. These will stay tighter for longer. So if you're, let's say, Hotline Miami Day 1, and you have, well, hell, I had, because it's in the video, I had a Raven shotgun, fully upgraded, with all the skills, playing the Berserker class, and sitting there with the Flechette rounds, I aim at the snipers all the way across the map, on top of the buildings, and I'm able to take them out with a shotgun, with Flechette rounds, because they have pretty damn good accuracy and grouping. Not like, you know, it's not like insanely better, but it's still good enough and better than you get with the Double-aught and the Triple-aught. That I find it a little bit better. I tend to get consistently better shots and kills with the Flechette rounds than I do with Double-aught and Triple-aught. So yeah, let's grab these guys here. As always, shooting enemies from the hip, you'll never really have very many problems. Yeah, Bane. I don't care. Ooh, look at that. Did not get the headshot that time. Yeah. So, I mean, as you can see, when you're at close range like this, it pretty much doesn't matter. I mean, as long as you have a shell that has multiple projectiles in it, whether it's the Double-aught, Triple-aught, or the Flechette rounds, you're gonna do really good at those types of ranges. Now, here's where it starts to play into key. Let's back up just a little bit. Now, with the Double-aught and the Triple-aught, I did have a few misses at this range when I was aiming. If I aim directly at their heads, obviously I'm gonna hit. But if I aim slightly to the side, look at that. Headshot. Now, I did have an outlier on the side there that got that guy. But yeah, aim directly to the side of this guy. Got him. Got him. Got him. Yeah. I mean, that's one thing about this round, is that you don't really have to be 100% precise with your shots because of how tight the grouping is in the center of where you're shooting. I mean, you're gonna have a couple of things on the side there that are gonna get you that headshot. Whereas with the other ones, the grouping might go around like it did there. It's not always gonna be perfect, but yeah, the grouping might go around and you might miss more often. Whereas with the Flechette rounds, as you can see, it's not as big of a problem. I've had one go around, but with things like the Triple-aught and the Double-aught, I was having a higher chance of the grouping going around the enemy's head. Maybe getting a chest shot, but still going around their head and completely missing. But yeah, that's the Flechette round. So let me go grab the AP slugs. There we go. Okay, AP slugs. Now, if you've ever shot a shotgun in real life with a slug in it, then you know, you kind of might have an idea of what's going to happen. And I've fired quite a few slugs out of shotguns, so I know the type of accuracy that I'm going to be looking at. And in real life, whether you're on a range, whether you're in a field, I've done either one. Slugs do have pretty good accuracy. However, on this game, holy shit. Good lord, the accuracy's terrible. I mean, and here's the weird thing about it. The actual round itself, it does reduce your total ammo capacity. In this particular case, I have 3 less shells. It also it increases your accuracy of your gun, and it increases the damage. So you would think, increase in accuracy, this thing's got to be pretty accurate. Well, not quite. As you can see. Ooh, there we go. That one was dead on target. A little high. That one was a little off. That one was off. That one was on. Nice. Off. You know, I'll give that one. I'll give that one the benefit of the doubt. So we had 3 out of 7 rounds that were on target. And if I go somewhere else, here, let's do this right here. We'll shoot this. That was a little high. That's kind of odd. That's on target. On target, not bad. That one's off. I mean, it hit the shoulder, but still. That one's high. That one's off. Yeah, once you get into the closer ranges, it's not nearly as bad. Which is why I think that the AP slug rounds aren't necessarily one to shoot at any type of range. I honestly think these are more of the rounds that you would run up in front of somebody. Like, let's say there's a guy right there against the wall. You would run right up against him and just right in his chest. Boom. Level him. Like shields, for example. Run up into a shield's face, because these things will go through the shield. Run up into a shield's face, blast them, done. Now, let's take a couple of shots here. That's a miss. That's a hit. Chest hit, though. Didn't kill him. You would think it would, considering that I'm doing like 175 damage with this shotgun right now. Nope. 2 shots to the chest, didn't kill him. 3 shots? Yeah, 3 shots to the chest, didn't kill him. 4 shots, finally killed him. And I think that was actually, yeah, that was a headshot. Wow. 4 shots to kill that guy. That's wasted ammo in my opinion. That's a miss, 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 miss. Where am I aiming at? Oh, I'm aiming just to the side of him. Yeah, like, not a very accurate gun, as you can tell. Back up just a little bit. Start shooting at him. Ooh, I hit him. Miss. Miss. Oh, there we go. So yeah, as you can see, you know, not the most accurate gun in the world. Or I shouldn't say gun, round. Not the most accurate round in the world. But this shit goes right through shields. So let's say you have a secondary with AP slugs, and like maybe your primary, you can deal with anything but a shield. You come across a shield and you're fucked because you can't do anything against it. Well, you have a shotgun, secondary shotgun with an AP slug. Hey, shield's taken care of. But yeah, that is the AP slug. So let me go grab the HE round and I'll be right back. Okay, now the HE round, I can't fully test in here. I can't really show you the full benefits of the HE round, mainly because I can't stagger targets and I can't launch them off the ground. I will go into a map and show you what happens when you're shooting maybe one person, maybe multiple people with the HE rounds. But what I can do is show you the accuracy with it. That's what I'm here for. So, take a shot there. Dead on target. Very nice. Not too bad. Next shot. Ooh, that one. I wouldn't say that one was accurate. That one is also not entirely accurate. That one's dead on the money. That one's a little bit off. That one's way off. That one's dead on the money. So not too bad. We had a couple of stragglers here, here, and here. This one was a little low, but I mean, if I hit somebody with that, I am going to stagger them, maybe knock them off their feet, maybe, you know, pop their helmet off if I got the right hit. Plus, if there's somebody standing next to them and I hit that person, I'm going to be doing splash damage. That's one thing that's really good about the HE rounds, is that it does splash damage. It does explosive damage. Shooting the people, on the other hand, doesn't do the most damage. Now, from my experience, usually 2 shots will do it. 2 shots to the chest normally take down people, at least on overkill when I was using it. But what this round is really good for, let's say I'm right here, and people are funneling in from the range, and I'm right here. As soon as they come through the door, boom, knock them off their feet. Knock them off their feet. Knock them off their feet. That is what this is best at, is shooting the ground, shooting people's feet, knocking them off their feet, maybe hitting them while they're on the ground. Yeah. Not too shabby when you play it like this. Now, if I'm sitting over here trying to snipe people, obviously that's a miss. That's a hit. That's a hit. Not bad. Another hit. Hey. Looks like this round has proven me wrong. Well, maybe not. That was not the guy I was aiming at. Oh man, that's funny. Okay. So let's move on. Let's go grab that dragon's breath, the dragon's breath. Dragon's breath round. God damn it. I'm all kinds of tongues tonight. And finally, we have the dragon's breath round, or what is also known as the white phosphorus shells, because that's what you're actually shooting. Clearly, you're not shooting dragon's breath. Instead, what you're actually shooting is white phosphorus. In real life, at least. Which, by the way, if you've never seen dragon's breath rounds in real life, you need to pause this video right the fuck now and go and look up a video. That shit is awesome, especially if you can find one at night. Holy crap. That is a badass fireworks show. Anyways, so, spread pattern. As you can see, there's apparently something in front of me. Huh. There we go. That's weird. Yeah. Why is that bouncing back like that? That is really weird. Anyways. It's kind of baffling. Yeah, as you can see, pretty decent spread pattern. I mean, you're going to have a very wide area of coverage with these rounds. Let's get some targets up real quick, and I'll shoot a couple of them. Unfortunately, I can't set them on fire. So, just like with the HE rounds, I am also going to be going into a match with the Dragon's Breath round and showing you how often it'll set people on fire. Now, before, like I said, when I first used them, not a very good chance to set people on fire. I went through all of my ammo and only set a couple of people on fire. I was extremely disappointed. But maybe, maybe they changed it. Maybe they upped the ignite chance. We're definitely about to find out. But if you don't ignite and you're just shooting people, a couple of shots and they will eventually go down. I mean, it does take a few because this thing doesn't do very much damage when it doesn't set people on fire. Essentially, setting people on fire is the whole gimmick of the Dragon's Breath round. But yeah, as you can see, pretty decent spread pattern on the rounds. You're gonna hit, if you aim near somebody, you're gonna hit them. Probably the person standing next to him, probably the person standing behind him. You can ignite shields. Even if you shoot at the shield, the round will basically go through the shield and set the person on fire. So yeah, Dragon's Breath rounds, when they do set people on fire, very useful. But yeah, that is the range test for all the different shotgun shells. Let's jump into a match and I will show you What I can't show you in here, I'll show you what makes the HE shells and the Dragon Breath shells so fun to use. Alright, so here we are on Cook-Off. I've got the explosive rounds equipped, and we'll take a look at what these do real quick. Yeah, as you can see, this is why people like the explosive rounds, because they will knock people off their feet and send them flying. They're not, by no means, a, you know, yeah, look at that. Take out a shield, take out this guy. Now, I do have to confess, I'm not rolling with no skills whatsoever. I did have to grab a couple of skills under tank, you know, just so I didn't die immediately. But yeah, boom, shield's done. That guy's, oh, look at that. Getting some group kills. This is why the HE rounds are so much fun, because you get this splash damage. Oh god, where am I getting shot from? Okay, well, that sort of gives you an idea of the HE rounds and what they're good for. Yeah, send that guy flying, take him down. Oh, and I'm out of rounds. Okay, so let's go grab the Dragon's Breath and take a look at that. Alright, so now we have the Dragon's Breath round. Let's take a look and see if we can... Oh, we can get some pretty decent range on the ignition. Not bad. First shot gets ignition. 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 Oh, yeah, this is working way better than it did before. I was shooting before, and I was getting, like, hardly any shots were ignition. I mean, it was probably, like, maybe 25-30% of my shots were ignition. They must have buffed the Dragon's Breath rounds. So, yeah, that is nice. But yeah, as you can see, couldn't do this with the, yeah, that's, good God, that's almost every time. I'd say that's probably higher than 50% ignition rate. I like it. I might have to start using the, Dragon's Breath rounds more often. God, look at that. But yeah, this is what the Dragon's Breath is good for. Oh, fuck. Go fuck yourself. Oh, God. Uh-oh. I don't have any skills to buff the SMG. But yeah, that's what the Dragon's Breath is good for. Setting people on fire. Doing all kinds of fun damage. Yeah. Get a couple more shots. Yeah, look at that. Multiple... Oh, look at that. Setting multiple people on fire. Wow. Yeah, they, I can only suspect that either A, I was being an idiot and, you know, getting terrible luck, or just playing it wrong, or what, but yeah. Dragon's Breath rounds are definitely working better now. Let's see if we can get a couple more fires here. Oh, God, I got fucking stunned. Okay. Haha! Set you on fire, bitch! I got white phosphorus shotgun shells! That is just brutal to think about. Dragon's Breath rounds in real life, they have white phosphorus in them. That's what's actually setting people on fire. You're shooting white phosphorus at people. Yeah, that pretty much does it for testing the rounds. Let's back out and kind of do a final thoughts for all the different rounds. Okay, so final thoughts. All the different rounds, they're all a little bit different, and they all serve their own purpose. They each have their own pros and cons. If we look at the buckshot, they deal a considerable amount of damage and have a pretty good spread pattern at close to medium range. The Flechette rounds are a little bit better if you're wanting to have medium and long range capabilities. And, you know, as long as your aim is good, close range is definitely effective as well. Then we have something like the AP slugs, which are by no means a round that you want to try and shoot people with, even if you're 10 feet away from them, because you're just going to flat out miss. The AP slugs, in my opinion, are way more of a belly round. Basically, you take your gun, stick it in the enemy's belly, and boom, put a freaking hole in him. Especially against somebody like a shield. I mean, you run up right into a shield's face, shoot him with an AP slug, boom, shield's taken care of. Then we have something like this, the HE round, which some people might look at and, you know, think that it's kind of novel, but in certain instances where you're trying to hold down, you know, a choke point, like One place that comes into my mind is the diamond, where you're going into the museum. Think right there at the second laser grid. All of those guys funneling through the that one opening. I mean, if you have, like, let's say a stakeout shotgun with a drum mag, and you're sitting here with this bad boy with the HE rounds, which, in fact, I think, yeah, I actually have both of those equipped. Yeah, you can hold down a choke point like that very easily. And then finally we come to the Dragon's Breath rounds, which, I mean, before, good lord, it was awful. When I first tried these rounds out, I equipped them, went to a match, went through all of my ammo, and probably ignited 3 or 4 guys. I was pissed, to say the least. But now, good God, it's almost every time you shoot, you're setting somebody on fire. Really, really good. These things have definitely improved. So it just kind of depends on your play style. It depends on what build you're running with. But yeah, I mean, they all have their own benefits, but at the same time they all have their own drawbacks. So kind of, keep all of that stuff in mind when you're deciding which rounds you want to use. But yeah, I think that about does it for this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, go on ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Hey everybody, Dr. Pancake Face here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the spawn locations for the gas cans on the Slaughterhouse map. Now there are 7 spawn locations in total, and normally it spawns around 2 or 3 gas cans per game. Come on, can I get one? Can I get a minion? Can I get a minion? Nope, guess not. Ooh, well, nice shot.